Hey, Paisley, Lisa Goucher here. I am so glad you got your products. I'm going to try to be as concise as possible to tell you what I sent you and give you the basics. I know we went through this on the phone, but it's a ton of information. So, first of all, Monat stands for modern nature. That's why it's pronounced Monat. And it is the first anti-aging hair care line that has no parabens, no sulfates, no silicone, all naturally based, all plant-based, and it promotes growth. So, Paisley, I don't know if you encounter a lot of issues with hair loss or women that are struggling with hair loss, but really that's what's so wonderful about Monat for women and men is if the hair follicles are still alive, they have the opportunity to promote growth and for that hair to fill back in. It just starts coming back in like baby hairs. So I sent you the hydration system and it looks like this. You've got the shampoo, the replenish mask, the restore leave-in, and then I sent you, it's just a baby Rejuvenique oil. It's about the half size of this full bottle. Just to give you perspective, like this one's a little bit larger. Okay, this is the basis of the entire line. It's called Rejuvenique oil. We call it our liquid gold. It has 13 essential minerals in it. It mimics oil, and it's in the shampoos, and it's like in 90% of the Monat products. Monat's been out for 4 years. It all comes out of Miami. Now it's available in the United States, Canada, and then they launched in the UK in February. So they're not even a year old in the UK yet. They will continue to grow in other areas. Now, before Monat even sold a bottle of shampoo, they put it through clinical studies, and like 70% of the participants were ethnic hair, just because the edges and how fragile and the hair is just so different than like the Caucasian hair. That's why so many participants were African Americans, ethnic hair. This oil has 101 uses. So I told you it's in the shampoos and conditioners. It's also sold alone. The molecular structure is so small that it actually absorbs into the hair strands and into the scalp. So I know you're doing the whole extension thing, but also, when we talked about really interested in natural, healthy growth. There are products out on the market, Rogaine, Propecia, Nioxin is the third one, but they have toxins in them. The ingredient that makes the hair grow is a toxic ingredient that has side effects. Works for some people, other people have issues just because of the toxicity involved in what makes the hair grow. Monat is all natural. The oil is the main ingredient, but then there are also 3 active ingredients in there. The first one's called Capixyl. Capixyl promotes growth, and what it is it's extract of red clover, and it's an anti-inflammatory. So oftentimes the hair follicles have gotten clogged or they're inflamed because of the parabens, the sulfates, like everything that we're using in our hair. That Capixyl reduces inflammation, gets down into the hair follicle, opens it up, and then allows the Capixyl in. The molecular structure of the oil that's in the product gets down in, provides the nutrition. The second ingredient, or actually the third, because this is one, it's procataline. Procataline anchors the hair. So once we get that nutrition down in there, we want to start anchoring that hair so that we're not losing it. The third ingredient is Crotasorb, which is a thermal protectant. So it helps block from UVA absorbent, it's kind of like sunscreen for the hair. There are also other products in the line that provide additional heat protection. So this oil can be used directly on the scalp. It can be used directly on the hair, whether it's wet, whether it's dry. You can combine it with the mask and leave it on for 5-10 minutes with a shower cap and really allow the heat of your scalp to absorb down in to feed that hair, to bring it back to life. I mean, I gloss over the anti-aging component, but like Paisley, if you saw my hair before I started Monat, I've been using it since January of 2016. And while I know my hair is very different than yours, girl, I could not grow it past here. My daughter was a senior in high school. She dyed her hair dark back to blonde her senior year of high school, and we were just struggling trying to get her hair healthy. So that's why I started on Monat. I was in another business and I just started it for fun. I thought, well, Mallory and I, we'll just do this together. It'll be fun. And it literally just took off. And it's taken off in the Caucasian market, but I know that like the Latino market, the African American market, it is all up and coming because those clinical studies, before they even sold a bottle of shampoo, were done predominantly on ethnic hair. All right, so this can also be used underneath, like I use it under my eyes. I'm not making medical claims, but another thing that you need to know is oftentimes it can provide relief from skin conditions like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea. So I use it under my eyes to help prevent my wrinkles, for the appearance of wrinkles, and because the molecular structure is so small, it absorbs. It gives my skin the moisture that it needs, and then I'll put my primer on, and then I'll put my base on, and it just helps my face look better. I mean, I'm 52, so I've got to do some things for wrinkles. But I also give my scalp treatments once a month. At first, when I started, I did it like once a week. But my hair was only this long. But I thought, all right, I'm all in. I'm going to do this. I am going to do whatever I need to. But I had really, prior to using Monat, I'd reconciled to the fact that, like, if I'm going to highlight my hair, it's just never going to be longer than my shoulders. But now this is like, I need to sit up a little bit higher so you can see. This is the longest, sorry. This is the longest my hair has been in my life. And, it's difficult for blonde hair to be shiny, but that is one of the aspects of Monat is that it does make hair shiny, healthy, visibly longer, fuller, stronger hair is what it does. So I'm going to talk about what I sent you and how to use it. This, your shampoo looks like this. It's called Renew. This is the hydration line. No parabens, no sulfates, no silicone. You need to shampoo twice. And the reason being is, when I was talking a moment ago about the active ingredients, the Rejuvenique oil that's in there, the Capixyl that promotes growth, the Procataline that anchors the hair, and the Chrotosorb that is the thermal protectant. The first shampoo, just work it through, leave it on a little bit. They say 2 minutes, but it doesn't lather the first time around because there's no sulfate in it. Sulfate is what makes shampoos lather. However, when you shampoo the second time, it will lather. If it doesn't, just add some more water to it. This is very hydrating. It's gonna work to get down into the scalp, into the hair strands, and start to provide that moisture. All right, that's step number 1, your Renew shampoo. Step number 2, this is the Replenish mask. Oh my gosh, I mean, even after being in 3 years, I still just love the smell of this stuff. This is what really got Mallory's hair back in shape. This entire system is for thick, curly, coarse, damaged hair, ethnic hair, very hydrating, all about moisture, all about the oil, helping the hair to get back to a more natural state and reverse the aging process. Which you're so young, that's probably not an aspect that you even care about. But I have to tell you, when you start talking to women who are older, our hair looked much better when we were younger until Monat came out. And then I have like the best hair of my life. And I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I can show you before and afters. Take the mask, work it through the hair, leave it on 5 to 10 minutes with a shower cap because you want to allow that, the wonderfulness. This leaves your hair silky smooth. The other thing that I need to tell you is that it's very concentrated. So it only has 40% water. Most products have 80% water. And I know oftentimes you may not be shampooing your hair very often, so it is really going to last. And that is the amazing aspect of it. For me, before Monat, I washed my hair every other day, and if I wanted good hair, I washed my hair every day. Now I recognize you may watch once a week, twice a month, whatever the case may be. I'm continuing to learn more and more. I have I've got some wonderful market partners on board that are educating me regarding ethnic hair and what they like and what they don't like about it, what more they need. And they are being part of the process of helping Monat develop more and more products for your hair type. So, oh my gosh, if you decide you love this, like Paisley, I would love nothing more than all of your input and feedback and to connect you directly with, those product developers at Monat so that we can create the necessary products that y'all are looking for. Now, one thing about the family, the Urdaneta family that made this product, it all comes out of Miami. I love them too. I've met them. I know Luis and Ray. The entire family works every day. It's a family-owned business. They do come from a direct sales industry. They own the company called Ludine Cosmetics. It's not sold here in the United States. It's sold in 7 other countries. They were very successful with that. Sent their son here to go to law school, and he kept dabbling in direct sales. And that's when his dad was like, all right, we're going to do something different. How they happened upon hair care, I don't know, but it's really been phenomenal. And the reason why, for me personally, I need to know that people care, that they want to help other people, that they have this feeling of gratitude and wanting to provide opportunity. That is exactly what the Urdaneta family does. Stuart McMillan, the president, same thing. So I want to share with you, like, that philosophy is really important to me. Products can be wonderful all day long, but like if the company themselves are not giving back and providing to the community, I don't want anything to do with them. And this family is consistently, all of them, they don't even need money. They're working every day, all day long. They have an entire department related to community service and gratitude. So I need to share that with you because it's really important. Like, if you're going to invest time with something, you've got to know that it matters, that they care, and they really do care. So back to talking about the products. We talked about the shampoo twice, leave the second one on 2 minutes, and that's what you'll tell your customers too. You'll tell them that's what you're paying for. You are paying for all those wonderful nutrients to soak down into the hair and scalp. You're going to go ahead and take the mask. I just use 2 fingers. That's about the amount. Probably a nickel to a quarter's worth of shampoo. That's all you need. More is not better. And you're actually going to realize that, more doesn't even make it feel better. So it's easy to be conservative. The mask, same thing. Just put it on, work it through the hair, 5 to 10 minutes with the shower cap, rinse it out. And then this stuff, everybody raves about the Restore leave-in. So it's whatever you are currently doing with the leave-in that you're using right now. If you're putting it from scalp, from root all the way down to tip, then that's what you do. If you are using an oil that you have the opportunity to utilize the products and figure out whatever cocktail works for you. And I highly recommend that you experiment because everybody figures out their own cocktail. When I start talking to people initially, I'm like, all right, what are you currently using and how are you using them? And if they tell me, oh, okay, well, after my hair's dry, I'm putting oil on at the end, then I'm like, use our oil that way. If they tell me that they're combining an oil with a mask or a leave-in conditioner, I'm like, go ahead, put the oil together. If they are doing it before and after, then go for it. This oil is the nutritional basis of the entire line. Now, Paisley, if you feel like, oh gosh, you know what, that's not going to go far enough, then I have some other recommendations. I just need you to try it, and then we'll take it from there. I wanted to show you one other product that I didn't send, but I want to share it with you so that you have an understanding of how we can help accelerate growth. Like if somebody is saying, oh my gosh, my edges are not coming in, I would love for that to happen. Intense repair treatment. Intense repair treatment is pure Capixyl. Capixyl is the ingredient I told you about a moment ago that promotes growth. Capixyl, so what it is, this is not an all-over spray. It is really close to the scalp in the areas of concern twice a day. If you have a sensitive scalp, what I'll do, like my girlfriend Rolanda, she'll take the oil, she'll spray, and then she'll put the oil on the top of it. A lot of people, this is like water. It has no, it's crazy. I mean, seems like water. It's definitely not water. It's pure Capixul. It's pure growth. The shampoos, the conditioners, everything has Capixul in it. But this is for somebody who is like suffering in specific areas of concern, like male pattern baldness or women with postpartum. A lot of times they'll have, what I had this one girl that I posted yesterday, and she like called it her cul-de-sac, like before she was able to grow it back in. But what she did is twice a day, just sprayed it, little dabble do ya, spray it in those areas of concern, and then go about your business. On the days that you shampoo, you just, after you get out and your hair's wet, spray. On the days that it's dry, spray. Seems like water, no scent. A dab will go a long way. All right, I want to give you just a little idea of cost so you can have an understanding as you're using these products. So typically, when people start out, they're sold in systems. So I mailed you the hydration system. These three products are the hydration system. When Monat started, I think they had 10 products. I started about a year after the business opened, and then now they're probably up to about 35 products. They're going to continue to develop products, but the most economical way when somebody signs up, whether as a retail customer or a VIP, is they typically buy a system because they get more for their money. So, a retail customer, these three products together, all three of them cost $99. Retail just means that they order it off my website. If they decide they want to order again, they can. If they know, okay, you know what, I think I'm in and I really want to use these products and I want to take advantage of it, then they sign as a VIP. Let me explain what that is. Still selling a system. This system as a VIP is $84, these three products. A VIP is someone who pays a one-time fee of $19.99. They get a 15% discount, and they get free shipping every single time they spend $84 or more. Now, Paisley, you don't have to buy systems. Like, you can mix and match. So just like, for instance, let me tell you, when I started out, I used this one because my hair was fried. And I know you're looking at me like that's crazy. You and I could use the same system, but I promise you, you'll understand once you use it. But I ordered this hydration system. These two products lasted me about 3.5 months. And then even though I used the Restore Leave-In every time, I only used one pump. It lasted me a whole year. So obviously, I did not need to keep ordering this. I would just go ahead and pick up another product to make sure that I met at least my quota, so I got free shipping. I never ever want to pay shipping. So just so you know, you can mix and match products, but typically people start out with the system just because it's simplest, and then they need to experiment and figure out what works for them. So $99 retail for these three products, $84 VIP. And the way the VIP works is that once they spend, initially when they sign up, there's a calendar feature in there. And what it does is it allows them to push it out 60 days. When about a week before it's supposed to ship, we call it flex ship. About a week before it's supposed to ship, what happens is Monat sends an email and says, hey, you've got a flex ship coming. It's got the hydration system. If you want it, it can come. If you need to change it or push it out. So here's the thing. You do not have to get a shipment if you don't need it. That's why it's called a flex ship. You push it out another 2 months. Once you spend, as a VIP, $84 three different times, you can remove that calendar feature and then just order as needed. Monat also has flash sales. Flash sales always have free shipping. But I always want to make it really clear to people because it can take if you're only going to use the shampoo and conditioner, if you're just going to stick to this, it's probably going to take you a year to actually get to the point where you've spent $84 three different times. However, this oil, like I always recommend everybody get the oil. Everybody needs to be giving themselves oil treatments on their scalp and their hair. And the best way I can explain that is Monat is not like any other products out there. It's not just about cleansing and styling. It is the only product line that actually applies nutrition to the hair and scalp. So Paisley, like if you're going to the gym, girl, and you're like, oh, okay, you know what, I'm on this treadmill for an hour, and then you get off of the treadmill and you're gonna go eat lunch, and you're like, well, I'm gonna eat the chicken breast and broccoli because I just spent an hour on the treadmill, so I'm gonna eat healthy. Monat is the chicken breast and broccoli for your hair and scalp. That is why it is so different. When people are suffering from stress, or they have issues in their life, or I developed a thyroid condition in February, and I don't know if you can see it, but I need my hair highlighted. But I have this row of hair because thyroid conditions can cause hair loss. Sure enough, I lost a bunch of hair. Thankfully, I was using Monat, and it just all grew back in nicely. So stress, medications, different things. What Monat does is it gives your scalp the best opportunity to promote growth. So if you are still frying your hair at the salon, or frying your hair with your own color, or whatever you're doing, Monat will help expedite the process back to healthy hair. But whatever's going on in your life, if you're not eating right and you're taking medications that are affecting hair loss, you may still experience some of that, but at least Monat is going to give you the best opportunity, the healthiest hair, and to promote growth. So that is, oh, the oil. This is the most expensive product in the line. This oil retail is $99 all by itself. As a VIP, it's $84. And then the other thing I wanted to tell you, if you sign up as a distributor, you get a 30% discount. So the system is $99 retail, $80 VIP, or $69 as a market partner. That's what we call our distributors. 99, it would be $69. The oil is the same thing. Retail is $99. VIP is $84. As a market partner, which is our distributor, $69. Mine lasts me over a year. I do not apply the oil to my dry hair. I just apply it to the wet hair and to my scalp for treatments, and use it under my eyes and on my skin. But it does have 101 uses. And then if you sign up as really, there's only 3 ways to be involved in Monat. It is the retail customer, a VIP customer, or a market partner. As a market partner, let me just delve into that just a bit. You have 4 options right now. There are 4 product packs. They range from $199, $299, it's like $399, and then it goes up to like $600 and something. And what it is it's like a 30% discount, 35, 40%, 45% discount, and it allows you to start your business. You also get samples. So like that's what the samples look like. I wanted to send you full bottles so that you could use it on an ongoing basis, but you'll get some samples in your package. And it also includes, like, they even send Rejuvenique oil samples. So there's the Rejuvenique oil, and then there's the little sample. And I just tell people, like, poke it with a pen, be conservative, because a dab will do ya. The thing about being a Monat market partner, there is no ongoing obligation. There is no monthly minimums. It's not like they're going to reach out and say, hey, you have to spend $100 every month. You have to spend $50 every month. No, absolutely not. The family decided that if people want to work the business, they'll work the business. We're not going to be just taking these automatic draws on their account. The only thing you have to do to keep your market partner status is, on the anniversary of the date that you sign, is pay $19.95 to stay an active market partner and continue to get the 30% discount. Now, you know, if you start this, girl, and you're like, man, I'm loving this and this is working, and you start building a team underneath you, Monat has the most generous compensation plan. Stuart McMillan, the president, and the Urdanettas have made certain that their compensation plan is second to none. And I will happily discuss that further with you. But I at least wanted to give you some more bones, some more information regarding Monat, and I am super excited for you to try it. So Paisley, let me know. I can't wait to hear from you. Bye.